Yo, welcome back to another episode of Cannabis and Coffee. It is bright and early 7 a.m. Sunday morning. We're here in the Island Dab Lab, and we got another little blue bag, that familiar blue bag with that West Coast premium to your door. We got the Trop cherry, guys. You know, this is one of my favorite ones here from a favorite company, man. Shop Hello Mary. They've got a huge variety of rosins. They've got all sorts of flower. They have premium. They've got small buds. They've got greenhouse. So we're going to take a dive into this Trop cherries, man. We're going to put it through that full 3B test. It's going to be the ball vape, the bong, and a blunt, man. So buckle up. Hope you got your snacks, your drinks, and everything ready to... Let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and get this straight off under the camera and get a closer look at this together.
Warning, this video is intended for educational and entertainment purposes only. All individuals shown are 21 years or older. All content is intended for adults 21 or older. I am a licensed medical cannabis station. Nothing illegal is shown or promoted on this channel. Anything you see is merely stage drops for video production. Again, we don't support any illegal activities. Don't break laws. Change them. Free that plant.
Yo, here we go into the light box with the Trop cherries, West Coast premium to your door. Let's bust in this bag and see what they got in here. Now, these are smalls, but I'm telling you, these are beautiful little buds. I have been smoking on this one, so it's not quite a half. Been taking some bong rips, man. As soon as you open the bag, that aroma hits you in the nose. Look how beautiful these are. And these are just little buds. These are not huge, but small buds, small price, man. They greatly discount these because they're just smalls, man. If you're a blunt smoker like me and just smoking and on a budget, man, these are a great deal. Man, beautiful. Look at that. Let's take a little time to focus on this bud right here. Look at this. Shoot, man. Look at that. Incredible. All right, let's go ahead and pick up one of these and start doing a little snapping. All right, cool. Check out that nice frosty. These are smalls, but looking fantastic, dude. Holy crap. They're not like pebbles either. These are beautiful smalls, man. Look at that. You can actually get a spread and a split on it. Looking great. I wish I could get a better picture for you guys, but I'm moving. The camera's moving. My hands are moving. I'm doing the best I can. Gosh, man, this is great. Let's go ahead. Let's get this in the ball vape. This stuff is amazing, man. Looking great. Color is fantastic. Crystallization, smell. And I can tell you already, I've been smoking on, the effects are all there. So I hope you can get some of this before it sells out. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and get this in a ball vape and see what it's hitting for. All right, guys, just real quick, for those of you that are new to dry herb vaping or new to my channel, this is the ball vape that I use. This is a Ruby Twist. You can get yourself one over at the Dab Hut from Chuck. I didn't get this one there, but it's recommended in our community to shop at the Dab Hut, so check it out. Let's go into a little detail about the ball vape. You can see it's a metal head. We've got this is a heat shield to keep you from burning yourself. You can see the coil through there. That's the actual heater that heats up that metal head. Now you see the holes in there. This thing is filled with ruby terp pearls that are going to heat up. So when you fit it in your bowl, which is right here, it's going to fit just like a glove. Your hot air is going to pass through the holes, and then it's going to pass through the bowl, vaporizing your cannabis and delivering all the goodness from there, all the essential oils, everything you want, and none of the carcinogens or plant material. So it's super awesome. It's by far the healthiest way to consume in a smokable fashion. It's not healthy because it is not oxygen. This is a piece we'll be using. This is a Mario bong. I still have a couple of these in stock on my website. You can catch them before they sell out. All right, this is what we're hitting on. As you can see, we've got another little fitting here. This little Y fitting, it's got a carb cork So that way when we're drawing on it, we don't have to disturb the vape or the bowl. We just put our bowl on like so, and when the chamber is filled, we remove the carb cork and clear it. Really intelligent design. I love that. I had the whole vape on the old vape fall apart when I was removing it from the bowl, which was a freaking nightmare. So let's go ahead and get this thing loaded up and see what it's hitting for. Oh, another cool thing about the ball vape is when you're done, you can use the material. Since you don't burn it, you can use it for edibles and tinctures because it's already decarbed. All right, we're up to temp. We're at 545, and that's where we're going to start hitting. Light, but big in flavor right there, man. That first hit, get the most flavor on that first hit for sure. Oh, fantastic. I really taste that citrus of the Tropicana cherries, man. Tropicana cherries is always more of a citrus to me. I don't know about you. Get in the comments, let me know what flavor notes do you pick up on Tropicana cookies. I'm sorry, Trop Cherry. This is Trop Cherry. I'm going to give this a stir, and we're going to keep ripping. Another good thing about the ball vape is you can go ahead and throw the stems and everything in there. Since you're not burning them, you're not going to get that wood flavor. Yes, nice flavor. We're going to give it a couple more rips, and then we're going to move straight into this bong. I got some new pieces for the big tag. I'm excited to be bringing it back. All right, what more? And then we're going to call it on this. All right, test number 1, the ball vape. Great flavor. Could have been a little higher on the vapor production. All right, check it out. We got that brand new tag, man. Check it. We got a tag ash catcher. Look, folks, we got the shower head down stem in there. It is about an inch short, man. I want to get it an inch longer to get that full chug and to get the water level down in here so we get a bigger chamber for clearing instead of just, right now, it's like we're just clearing the big tube, and I'd like to, I mean, this part of the beaker is going to hold a lot more smoke, so can't wait to get that done. I also purchased a 4-hole horned bowl. This is all from Tag, so I'm super stoked. This is like the nicest piece that I've ever had. Almost broke the ash catcher just then. That's why it's the nicest piece I ever had. I can't keep shit. I break everything. But yeah, man, big shout out to Jay Groves for sending this thing out to me. If you're smart, unlike me, go ahead and buy the freaking warranty on your Tag stuff, especially the ash catchers, because I have never had an ash catcher last me more than like a couple weeks, like for real. Okay, so here we are. This is just a straight up dry ash catcher, so I like it because it keeps that natural angle of the original stem. Now, beaker bongs are meant to be tilted just like this with that bowl straight up when you hit it. So if you're not hitting your beaker like this, you're doing it wrong. All right, you should have straight up and down stemmage in the bowl. That way you get the maximum depth on the water. Let's go ahead and give it a slap and see what it's hitting for. Very smooth, very great flavor, man. I've been hitting this up in this bong. Yesterday when I was training, I had Trop cherries down in the gym, taking bong rips in between sets. Woo, baby. All right. It's powerful in the ball. I can feel the effects, but of course I did ball vape already. All right, guys, that was B number 2. Now it's time for that third and final test, the blunt. You guys know we're spinning this thing up, and Dawson's Dud from the Brothers Broadleaf. These are hand rolled in Nicaragua, but this is a Florida company made by blunt smokers for blunt smokers. So these are great cigars, man. I recommend checking them out. Usually available online only. We're going to go ahead and use the grinder, just save some time. I typically like to hand break everything if I can, but whew, definitely feeling effects from the ball grip and the ball, man. For me, it's more of an uplifting buzz. Trim some of this extra spice off of this leaf. There we go. See how it's kind of odd shaped? This is the way we're going to roll it like a cigar. We got that thicker end, will be down at the tip. Definitely feeling super relaxed. I have not smoked a blunt of this yet, so I'm excited for it. All right, guys, we got that third B ready to go, spun up and done up. That blunt. Check out that filter. I got that two-tone tip rolled in on there with a nice cardboard filter to keep it from spitting anything at me. So let's go ahead and get it fired up, see what it's hitting for, and we'll jump over here on Shop Hello Mary's website and see what they got in store. Oh yeah, delicious off the rip. Let me get this ball vape out of the way. Yeah, fantastic flavor on the blunt, man. I love these Dawson's Duds. These blunts are fantastic, man. Flavor's just incredible. Trop cherries. All right, let's jump over here on the website, see what they have in store. There you go. Go and get you some of that Trop cherry. You will be feeling like this chick right here. Let's jump straight into flower because that's what we're doing today. Residual sugar, and it's a new one. They got some new stuff here. Glitter bomb, new greenhouse options. And you see those greenhouse zips are $89. Gucci, I got that Gucci. I got the Emerald Runts. Got a lot of new smalls in too. Man, this one right here, Peach Cobbler Gelato. Absolutely legendary. Guys, if you like gelato or any of the candy strains, this is going to be right up your street, I promise. Wait just a second, what is this, Lemon Mac Melon? That's pretty crazy on the greenhouse. Lemon Mac Melon, never heard of that one. Slush Mints, Gorilla Glue, The Golden Ticket. Bubble Bath, that's a lit strain coming out of the greenhouse. LA Pop Rocks. That's XJ1, guys. I got this. Joy and I are going to be doing it on High Mates. So if you're not subscribed to the High Mates channel, you got to get on there. This is a cross of Skunk Number 1 and Jack Herrera. And this is so piney, so gassy, so stank, man. You just wait. We'll be doing the video very soon, this week, in fact. They got Permanent Skittles, Super Boof, one of my favorites, White Runts, Animal Mints, LA Pop Rocks, and Purple Push Pop. That's excellent. Canal Street. That's a Canal Street Runts, I'm imagining. Those are really good. Headhunter, Sunset Sherbet, Melon Drip. I've not seen that Melon Drip Smalls. RS11, Chapel of Love, Supersonic, The Gary from the Greenhouse, Kim Driver, Apple Fritter, Birthday Kush. Have some of that. It's going to be coming with the return of the OG Kush collection. That's going to be a series that I'm coming with. I got a bunch of different OGs and OG crosses that we'll be sharing and reviewing in the very near future. So keeping on moving, Zerbert, Bubblegum Gelato, Zope, the Pop Rocks and LA Candy, Lemon Cherry Gelato, Premium, Lemon Cherry Original Smalls, Lemon Cherry Sherbet Smalls, Fuel de Mule Greenhouse. Fuel de Mule has been one that I've liked in the past. I haven't had it from Shop Hello Mary, but it's been a really, really nice one. We got the King Marker, the Blazy Pack, which is a little bit of rosin and some flour there. We've got Tahoe OG Premium. That is so fire, dude. I just finished off the blunt. That was what we did on the High Mates channel. Once again, if you're not subscribed to High Mates, you got to get there. Smackers, Granddaddy Purple, Strawberry Cough. You see they got that QP of the fucking Strawberry Cough. Gelato Smalls, LA Pop Rocks, Greenhouse, Hashburger Greenhouse. I actually have some of the Hashburger Greenhouse, and this is a really fire greenhouse. The Lemonade, Wedding Cake Greenhouse, Chimera Junkie Greenhouse, Cherry Airhead Smalls, Mango Diesel Greenhouse, Gush Mints Greenhouse, Frozen Lemons Greenhouse. Y'all, this blunt is smoking freaking amazing. I'm enjoying this thoroughly. Okay, here we go. Sure Banger, Blue Dream. I want some Blue Dream, man. I haven't had any good Blue Dream in a minute. Gelato 33, Purple Cream. Purple Cream, Infinity Runts Smalls. This is a great one, these Infinity Runts. The Jack Herrera Premium, the 6-star Smalls, Cherry Gelato Smalls, Purple Push Pop, Dr. J, NoHo Candy, Hello Mary Premium Solventless Hash Holes, Smoothie Smalls Sprinkles, Cherry Poppers are fire. Now, these are from Super Dope Genetics, man, the Cherry Poppers. I had some bubblegum poppers from another company that were amazing. I love the poppers. And then we got Black Cherry Gelato. We got the 12 Strains of Mary, then a little selection there. Space City Sheesh Bundle Pack. Lemon Cherry Gelato. We got a Zittles and Great Pie, Uncle Snoop Premium, Boston George Smalls. Boston George is another one of those piney, old school flavors, like reminiscent of Jack Hare or something like that. It's a great one. Watermelon Skittles, Giraffe's Pussy, the Space City Runts, blackberry, limoncello smalls, watermelon runt smalls, blue nerds, Chicago runts, giraffe's pussy, Jack Herrera. Ooh, dude, they got QPs of the Chicago runts. Chicago runts are fire, too. You got to pay attention to these prices because there might be a QP hiding in there. The one we're working with right here, the Trop Cherry Smalls, man. Let's get in here. Hello, Mary's Trop Cherry Smalls is a sativa-leaning, bursting with citrus, ripe cherry candy flavors layered over subtle earth undertones. These compact buds pack the same terpene-rich punch and potency of full-size flower, delivering an uplifting, energizing high that's perfect for daytime sessions or social nights. Vibrant, frosty, and full of flavor, they're a sweet deal for premium quality at a smaller size. Tropicana cookies and cherry cookies. And then this is a sativa leaning hybrid premium indoor whole microbuds. And these are different decent microbuds. You do get a little discount on these. Bolo Runt's another great one. 818. I've got the premium here. I'll be sharing that soon. Part of the OG collection. Trop Cherry Premium. I'd like to see what those buds look like, man. The Trop Cherry is one of my favorite strains. All right, and it looks like everything else is sold out, so we won't even bother going through it. Real quick before we jump back over and do an ash check, I want to show you all the concentrates because it's my other favorite thing. Now, they have got a wide variety of concentrates, and man, they are all reasonably priced. These are 1 and 2 gram buckets, right? And up to, let's see how many we got in stock. Man, they're still all the way to this page. The Summer Terp Tour, which I have here, is where it starts to go out of stock. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we've got about 16 per page. Man, they've got quite a selection over here. They've got over 50, 60 different rosins, man. So this hash burger is one of my favorite. All right, guys, let's jump back over here for the ash check and see what we working with. Decent ash. We got a little darkness on that one side. I don't know if that's just a leaf that burned off. It's kind of burning a little crooked. Probably more on my roll than anything. I did just try to puff it up because I've been sitting here running my mouth not smoking. But we do have a nice fat cherry. Wow, it looks like it's donutting, but I can assure you there's no rosin in here. Still, yeah, great flavor. I was really tempted to put a little bit of Gary Payton rosin in here, but I said, I'll save that for a whole nother video. Man, if y'all want to see a hash hole blunt video, get in the comments and let me know. Man, I know a lot of people hate blunts, man, and will even get upset with you because they don't like you smoking. Personally, man, I don't care how you consume. If it makes you happy, you paid for it, and I'm glad that you're doing it the way that makes you happy. For me, I go through everything. Sometimes I like to smoke blunts, which I'm on a big blunt kick right now, and really like the Dawson's Duds because they're thin and they don't add too much tobacco. Sometimes I'll go on a kick with these Etherals, and I'll keep these in stock on my store. These are the thinnest papers you can get anywhere. These are super duper thin. So yeah, check these out if you're a paper smoker. But one thing, no matter what, these are the tips I always use. These are, they're recyclable. Nothing's going to determine the size of your blunt or your joint except you. So you've got all the tips you need to make whatever creation you're after. I like a glass tip because it's kind of styling and classy and everything. But at the same time, it's really limiting. Like, okay, now there's a well-defined, shape to the tip, and which is usually going to dictate the entire blunt or joint. I don't know about you, but I want to be the one deciding how fat mine's going to be. Though I typically like to roll a blunt about this size, about the size of my pinky. It is straight donutting, folks. That's crazy. I don't even know how we got a donut going there. We have put nothing in the middle. That's wild. Nice, enjoyable blunt, though, man. Still tasting great all the way down here. And as you saw when we rolled it, we're starting to get a little bit into a little more tobacco here, but the majority will be down here where it's stronger tobacco. Another thing about using the tip, you see where my fingers are or where the tip starts. So your cannabis is going to stop generally right about here before your paper even, right? So you're going to waste a lot less when you got to put it out. You know, with a regular blunt, some people put them out this long, and that is more than a freaking joint right there. And typically, I'm not going to unroll a blunt and smoke what's left in it. It's pretty gross. It's got all the tobacco flavor and nicotine resin mixed in it, and it's just like relighting it is like reaching in an ashtray and grabbing an old cigarette butt. And I haven't smoked in over 10 years, so no thank you. Still smoking wonderfully. All right, guys, we're getting down here to the end. I'm going to continue smoking this thing, but we're going to wrap this thing up and give our final thoughts, man. Final thoughts on the Trop cherries from Shop Hello Mary. Absolutely love the Trop cherries. I don't care who they're coming from, but when they're coming from Shop Hello Mary, just like the bag says, you can bet it's going to be that West Coast premium to your door. And I don't care where you are, if you're in the UK or the USA. You know, we got these hemp laws stretch around the globe. So check your local laws and see what the situation is where you live, man. But yeah, love Shop Hello Mary. Love these Trop cherries, man. Hopefully you can get your hands on some before they sell out. But hey, if you love the hemp industry like I do, we need your help in a major way. I need you to get over here to the Hemp Supporter, man. First thing you're going to see at the top of the page is going to be state and federal action. You're going to click each one of these buttons individually, and the wonderful people at the Hemp Supporter, they're going to take care of everything else for you. They're going to get emails out to your legislators and let them know that you want them to just say no to anything that comes across their desk that could harm the hemp industry or take away our THCA products, man. Guys, appreciate y'all watching the video all the way to the end, hanging out and smoking with me as always. Until the next one, I'll catch y'all then. Peace.